This is the crew of the truck company. When this was in service, there was an officer and 7 firefighters on it. That crew, over the years, was diminished. I need help. Thank you. So, this I forget the numbers, it's a test question. The ladder trucks carry, I think, 3,300 feet of ladder space. This one here that you see the crew taking out right now was made and went into service on May 5th, 1925. I'll repeat, this 65-foot ladder that weighs 550 pounds was put in service on May 25th, 1925. When we started the St. Francis Hook and Ladder Society in 1973, one of the things that we do at the museum, every piece of apparatus that we have, we keep the physical techniques going. And what you're seeing here, ladies and gentlemen, we didn't have aerial ladders on every truck in San Francisco. This was the principal means of rescue to reach, I'm up on the floors. This can reach a 5-story, I'm off, 5-story window, 5-story roof, something like that. Way up there in those days. So here, the foreman, the captain of the team, this is the San Francisco Fire Department ladder team, ladies and gentlemen, in their beautiful red bibs. They're all San Francisco firefighters. They've all volunteered to be part of this crew. So the foreman, an old day term, the ladder was turned over, the poles are attached, the brace that you see is being attached to the end. So anyway, we're about to raise. We have 2 members on the beam. They're testing. Listen to the foreman's commands. Raised ladder was the command. You watch, you see the 2 footmen who get on this foot brace. They're the counterbalance. They bring it up to the vertical here. So what you're seeing today is Saturday. This is the auditorium raise. We're going to do this again tomorrow. Tomorrow it'll be the church raise being on Sunday. And what we use this for in the fire service, for an interior part of a building, can picture the Civic 7 auditorium. Picture the inside of a church where we had to reach something. So this, what you're seeing here, is from the fire service. This is how to get to the top of the inside of the building to check for fire extension. So we have one member go up the ladder, and we'll do that shortly. They go up with the axe. Truckmen carry axes to get into buildings. Engine crews carry the hose and water. We're doing the truck drill here. It takes, remember, we're at 550 pounds. So the thing is that you can see, so right up at the top there, before the extension happened, you'll see the white part of the ladder. That's the base of the ladder. That's 38 feet. The ladders are built 1 foot apart, the rungs. You guys count between the white spots on each side of the ladder, and we're going up today, sports fans, because we don't have too much wind. And watch this coming next. So anyway, as we have this up, and I thank the color guard for coming into position, thank you. So we have 4 additional members of the team on the guy ropes. This is going to keep the top of the ladder in balance. So you see these beautiful red ropes that we have, they're doing that. So before we climb, it's necessary to get our ropes together to tie this ladder down first. It takes a second to do this. And we're in no hurry today, ladies and gentlemen, because this is a demonstration and we're doing it for safety. We're not going to let anything go wrong. So the rope goes around, the rungs there, we'll get it closer, and it ties it down because we do not want the extension of the ladder to come down. We want it for safety. Remember, 1925 built. During that period, from that date, we're getting close to 100 here. It's been maintained by the ladder shop of the San Francisco Fire Department. So when they started this in 1907, we bought a Seagrave ladder truck. Seagrave was the first builder of wooden ladders in the United States. We got the truck, it came out here, it came with ladders. We went, wow, they look pretty cool. So we stole their design. All our work has been done at the corporation yard of the San Francisco Fire Department. At one time, to get our wood for all the ladders in San Francisco owned an east-facing grove of trees in Oregon. We chose the trees. We sent members up there to choose which beautiful tree was going to be dropped for our wood. The trees came to San Francisco. They got milled down. But those woods, as we do today, sit in the ladder shop for 3 to 5 years before they go into ladder making. Wow. Here we go. And I'm sorry, I don't have the climber's name. We're going to get it. Here.
Our brave climber is firefighter Bomani Kangula.
Thank you. So this ladder presentation has been demonstrated by our group throughout the years, throughout the state. We've taken it down to Anaheim for an event down there in front of Disneyland. And right here on this course, ladies and gentlemen, one of the best races that I was ever involved in, we raced it for 65 kids from the Sunshine School. Wow, did their eyes pop. Okay, the flag is out. Ladies and gentlemen, could I have your attention, please? Jim Lee. Up on the reviewing stand, may I have your attention, please? And may I ask everybody to please stand? Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, may I ask your attention? Everybody in Class A uniform, attend, present arms. I kindly ask you for a moment of silence as we honor the 149 members of the San Francisco Fire Department who gave their lives in the line of duty. Thank you. Thank you. So the way that the ladder went up, the way the ladder went up is the same way. We're going to bring it down that way. So imagine that San Francisco owned a grove of trees in Oregon to make these ladders. So this ladder, being built in 1925, has been properly maintained by the ladder shop in San Francisco. Boy, do we get calls for visitors to go to that ladder shop. Because San Francisco is one of the few fire departments that continues to use wooden ladders. And we do so because of the many wires that are throughout the streets of San Francisco. We do so, other departments use their aluminum ladders. If you've ever seen to pass inspection, these ladders are put up as perhaps at our drill tower where they're tested. They're raised to, say, a 4th-story window. They're at an angle, the proper angle, test question. And then they put weights on them to see how the ladder performs. And when you watch a test between our wooden ladders against an aluminum ladder, you're never going to get on an aluminum ladder again. The wooden ladders here are spectacular, and they've been maintained. It's a San Francisco Fire Department tradition. So, go ahead, guys. Oh, I'm sorry. We need the climber to come down before we lower it, don't we? Speeding right along, excuse me. So one of the other spectacular raises that I was involved in, ladies and gentlemen, we used to do it a lot out at Candlestick with the 49ers. I forget the year. We won a Super Bowl in 1989, I believe. We had the honor of the next season of bringing this ladder out there. We had the honor of presenting the San Francisco 49ers' first Super Bowl flag. We did it from the top of this ladder. Spectacular. I loved it, and I hope you could get a picture of that as we recreated that event today. Wow, for our climber, ladies and gentlemen. So, we untie the halyard. We get ready to move. The bracemen, because of the weight of the footmen, they come inside there. Normally it's only raised by one firefighter when we put our ladders up, the 35 extension, the 50-foot ladder extension. It's done by one. But this being the weight 550 pounds, quarter of a ton, I don't know, I better get off my numbers. It's going to take two to properly control the release of the extension to get it back into the bed of the ladder. So the other thing, if you look down the street, oh, the ladder truck's way down there. So all San Francisco ladders, almost forever, have been tillered. And there's a reason for that. We have to turn the back wheels on the ladder truck to get into alleys and short spaces of San Francisco. They're all tillered. To get the ladders out, we had to raise the tiller post, and it's clamped in space. You hear the clicks. It's, oh, how to describe it? Just listen.
Quite the ladder. Oh yeah. Hey,
I just love for all of you that are taking photos of this, that we have our color guard here. I love my flag. I love to present it. And I hope you do too.
Use that while you're cooking. That'd be something to have down at Proven Grand. Nibble that. Flag raising. Boom.
So while I have the mic and I don't have the radio communication, so what we're setting up next is our first 1890 fire rescue. Who's got that for the cue of that? Do we have it? Hey, for safety now, everybody in the stands, we're not going to lose it. We never have lost it. and we're not going to do it again. But please give your attention to the ladder. Watch the pole guys dig in here at the end. Look at the weight that they're taking. 550 pounds is stretched out here. And we grab the flag so it doesn't touch the ground. Super. Now we still have to put it away. So we detach the foot brace. We take the, maybe, take the guy. I'm not in charge. Don't follow me. We got a city seal here on the top of the ladder. Gorgeous. Fire department seal, of course. So, who's the foreman today? Here we go. Nice commands, and watch how beautifully they're followed. And this team practices. You know, this doesn't happen that they can come out and do it. They're throwing a lot of hours, volunteer time, of keeping up on this wonderful, wonderful tradition of the San Francisco Fire Department. So, color guard. When the ladder goes, you guys come along. Hey, while we have a moment, everybody wearing the red bibs here, thank you to Banner, to the company of Banner, for doing this work. We got a lot of last minute stuff on them. I want to give a big shout out to them because they are wonderful working partners for us. Banner, down on 9th Street. Ready to go? I'm not in charge of that. Here. We're still tying down the brace, foot brace. Everybody gets in position. On command, 550 pounds will be lifted. Time to get back in the firehouse, ladies and gentlemen. The ladder team of the San Francisco Fire Department. All San Francisco firefighters. Beautiful flag presentation. Way to walk it off. Wow. Michael, Mike, Dave. Get him. Come on. There we go. Got it. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, everybody please rise. The flag's coming in front of you. This is tradition. When the flag passes you, you rise. You put your hands over your heart. I'll get tough. The color guard from the San Francisco Fire Department, all veterans in the newly formed Veterans Association of the San Francisco Fire Department, with chrome axes as they should be in the fire department. Thank you. Thank you for so much for doing that. That means a lot to me. It means a lot to our firefighters. Thank you.
All right, one more thing you have to understand is that anytime you do something in San Francisco, you have to deal with a lot of permits and people and agencies and departments. And one of the first ones we